Grey's Anatomy is the queen of chaos, but let's be real, some of that chaos feels very familiar. Another wedding ruined, another surprise pregnancy, another tragic death that hits way too hard, and you're sitting there, yelling at your screen like, didn't we already go through this? Grey's doesn't just serve drama, it recycles it, repackages it, and hands it to us like it's brand new. And even though we know it's coming, we still can't look away. So buckle up, we're diving into the storylines that Grey's refuses to bury, no matter how many times they've flatlined. Starting off at number 9, we have no wedding actually working out as planned. Not one wedding on Grey's Anatomy has ever gone according to plan. Izzy and Alex took over Meredith and Derek's wedding. Christina's first wedding didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I can do this. I had a momentary freak out, but now I'm fine. I can do this.
But you don't want to do this. I'm up there waiting for you to come down the aisle. And I know you don't want to come. I know you don't want to come, but that you'll come anyway because you love me. And if I loved you, not the woman that I'm trying to make you be, not the woman that I hope you'll become, but you, if I did, I wouldn't be up there waiting for you.
April ran away at her own wedding the first time, and then got married at Alex and Joe's wedding. Alex and Joe got married on the ferry instead of the wedding venue they had planned. It is a premise that repeatedly happens to an extent where fans are sure that the wedding that is planned will never actually happen. At number 8, we have death of close family members. Too many close family members have died on Grey's Anatomy. Sometimes it's just too random, and sometimes it feels like such a harsh plot device to give to characters. In recent times, Thatcher has died, Maggie's mom has passed away.
Okay, I'm not gonna leave it open too long or you'll catch a chill. Typical. Bring you to hospital, help you catch a cold. Mom? Mom? Mom. Mommy.
And now Bailey's mom has too. It is of course the reality of life, but sometimes Grey's just becomes too sad with these deaths of really close family members of the characters. And at number 7, we have sudden introduction of new love interests. Sometimes characters like Cormac Hayes and Nathan Riggs make very sudden entries into the show, and it is evident from the get-go that they are here as love interests for one of the characters, and in this case, that character is Meredith. The new ped surgeon's entry is literally a gift-wrapped love interest for Meredith from her friend Christina Yang, who has dubbed him McWidow to replace McDreamy. Some of them turn out to be interesting on their own terms, but more often than not, they do lack character development. Number 6, we have unplanned pregnancies. The writers sure do love a surprise pregnancy storyline, starting from April's post-divorce pregnancy.
Poison.
No thanks.
Huh? What's happening? Did you already start drinking? Are you drunk?
What? I'm hungry, maybe.
Wait, you just signed divorce papers and you don't want to drink? What are you pregnant? What? Oh. April.
To Teddy and Amelia's surprising revelation, to the shock of Izzy and Alex's kids, Grey's Anatomy has seen many complicated situations. While they do manage to figure themselves out, it has become a very common plot device in the show by now. And at number 5, we have fizzling out of long drawn-out romances. While Meredith and Derek's romance came to an end because of the unfortunate accident that took Derek's life, there are too many long drawn-out of romances that fans loved and hoped would last, that fizzled out way too quickly. Jackson and April eloped and started a family, but the relationship also ended. Alex and Joe were one of the most stable and beloved couples on the show, and this too ended suddenly for them as well. Okay, let's hit the brakes for a second. We've had weddings that get hijacked, surprise babies popping up like plot twists, and relationships that fizzle out faster than hospital coffee. Now be honest, which overused Grey's storyline had you screaming, "Oh no, not this mess again"? Was it the love interest who showed up with zero backstory? Or the 57th surprise pregnancy? Drop your pick in the comments, and bragging rights if you actually threw a pillow at your screen. We've all been there. Coming off at number 4, we have sudden exits of central characters. Izzy, George, Christina, Derek, Callie, Arizona, Alex are just a few of the central characters who made sudden exits from the show. While the characters of Derek and George at least had some level of closure because they passed away, everyone else was so central to the show and then just left, leaving the fans lesser people to root for. These exits don't give characters the closure they need, and rather than keeping fans on their toes for not knowing what will happen next, it takes away from the attachment fans have for these characters. At number 3, we have messy hookups. Teddy and Tom Korosik and Joe and Jackson are the latest examples of these really messy hookups that are a constant on Grey's Anatomy.
Jackson, my husband left me the same year that we got married. For a second time. I am super broken. Like virtual therapy 3 times a week broken. And now I have to put myself back together in a world that I no longer recognize. One that is sad and lonely and depressing. So what I need is friendship and sex.
While some of them are actually fun and engaging, bringing new dimensions to the characters, some of these hookups just leave a bad taste in the mouth of viewers. And at number 2, we have unusual illnesses causing problems in relationships. Grey's has a tendency to rely on unusual illnesses to explain away many difficult situations and personality traits that characters seem to express. Amelia Shepard's brain tumor explained her impulsive behavior and terrible marital issues with Owen, and Richard's cobalt poisoning proved to be the cause of his state as well, which deteriorated his relationship with Catherine quite intensely. Rather than having these characters deal with their relationships, these illnesses somehow become central to the characters' behaviors on many occasions. Finally, at number 1, we have near-death experiences for main characters. Meredith has had way too many near-death experiences. From the bomb to getting hypothermia, to the mass shooting, to the plane crash, to being assaulted, to now being in a critical condition because of COVID-19. Many other characters on the show have similarly had many near-death experiences, and these episodes obviously draw out the emotions of other characters to create extremely dramatic episodes. Of course, some of these episodes are incredibly well thought out and prove to be emotional roller coasters, but sometimes there are just one too many near-death experiences on the show. And there you have it, 9 storylines that refuse to stay buried at Grey Sloan. Whether it was love triangles, secret siblings, or medical mysteries that somehow kept reappearing, Grey's Anatomy made sure we never had a dull moment. These plotlines twisted, turned, and tangled themselves into the very fabric of the show. No matter how many times we screamed, "Let it go!" But that's part of the magic, right? It's messy, it's dramatic, it's addictive. So tell me in the comments, which of these storylines drove you crazy, and which ones you secretly loved? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into all things Grey's. Catch you in the next one!